Hey guys, it's Trish, and I want to talk about me finding my divine feminine. And I've been going through this for years, and especially when the breakup of my second marriage, and I walk away from Christianity, and I realized everything I'd ever been taught was a lie. Everything was a lie, and I knew nothing about nothing. So I started my walk into paganism because paganism is where I came from, really, in my ancestors. And I wasn't grown up in a house that was religious at all. Like, I think there was just like a thought of God that, permeates all of our social structure in America, but it wasn't a real divine kind of trying to be goddish or anything. And I realized that I've been looking for the divine masculine my whole life because I have been the oddball out my whole life. I've never fit in. I've like bucked up against like what people tell me I'm supposed to be, and I'd be who I want to be. It's always kind of been that way for me until recently. I didn't even know that that wasn't a true thing. Like, I didn't realize that I really had limits until the last couple of years. And I know, like, in all of my relationships, and I have been looking for divine masculine. And as I'm talking now, I think that looking back on my father, he was like extremely abusive and physically, emotionally, mentally. It was just like really insane. And maybe because I didn't have divine masculine and divine feminine, an understanding in my household of where I grew up, I've kind of been searching for that my whole life, the divine masculine that could complement my divine feminine. And I, I have searched several relationships looking for this. And a lot of times I think women just settle for who's there, and men kind of settle to get what they want, even though it's not a real true match, just because they don't want to like be alone. And the last couple of months, I have come in contact with, a couple of men that are trying to come into my life or back into my life, and it's not working because I see them. I see them what they really are. And they're not my divine masculine that can sustain who I am as a divine feminine. I'd have to come down to where they're at and settle. But I did have somebody in my life last year that was like my divine masculine. And he allowed me to be the girl because my whole life I've raised three kids. My first husband divorced me, or I divorced him, sorry. And I raised the kids with no help at all, no child support, no welfare. And, but I think that this guy that came into my life and that he was my divine masculine because he allowed me to be the girl. And I'll try to let him step in to be the masculine. And I think it scared him. But he was definitely my divine masculine. He had to do nothing except just be there. And he just went away because the whole thing scared him because he didn't know there was that kind of a relationship, I think, of where a woman could just want you and not what you could do for them. I really kind of hope that universe brings him back. Bye, y'all.